Welcome to the Twisted Nightmare-Chronicles, your gateway to the eerie, the unexplained, and the spine-chilling. Dive into a world of terrifying tales and mysterious encounters that will leave you questioning reality. Our latest story, The House That Follows, uncovers the horrifying events surrounding a true horror tale of a house that never lets you go. Stay tuned as we uncover strange and disturbing events. From glowing UFOs to mind-bending possessions, this cinematic narrative takes you on a heart-pounding journey into the unknown. If you're a fan of dark mysteries, alien abductions, and psychological terror, you're in the right place. Join us as we explore alien sightings and abductions, paranormal events, and cosmic horrors. Disturbing stories brought to life with cinematic visuals. Twists that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned for our chilling new uploads every week. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and embark on a twisted journey into the unknown. You won't want to miss what's coming next. It all started with the dream that woke me. The kind that stains your waking life like blood on silk. Impossible to wash out. In the dream, I stood in a dead field. The sky above was bruised purple, bloated with storm clouds. Wind hissed through trees stripped bare of leaves, their black limbs like skeletal hands. And ahead, the well. It stood crooked, old and gnarled with moss. At its edge was a woman. She was tall, deathly pale. Her hair writhed like it floated underwater. But it was her face that truly broke me. Shifting, glitching, not entirely human. Eyes too wide, teeth too many. And her voice? It was my dead grandmother's voice, whispering my name. John. I hadn't dreamed since I was a kid. That fact alone should have made it impossible. But now, she came every night, each time, closer, each time, calling me. I bought the house because I needed to disappear. Freshly divorced, out of money, and nursing a breakdown nobody could see, I wanted silence. A fixer-upper in the middle of nowhere? Perfect. The listing was vague. One photo. Price too good to be true. I signed without seeing it in person. Regret came fast. From the moment I stepped inside, it felt aware, like it had been waiting. The air was thick with mildew and something else, something like rotting flowers. Wallpaper bubbled in places, as if the walls were trying to breathe. That first night, I slept restlessly. When I woke, I found myself staring down the hallway. The peeling wallpaper had shifted in my sleep. I touched it. It pulsed. Peeling it back, I found names carved deep beneath the paper. Dozens. No, hundreds. Some faded, some fresh. Then I saw it, newly carved, like it had been waiting. John. My name. The hallway light flickered. Then came the whisper. You're next. The only nearby place to get food or gas was a lonely station down a road choked in weeds. The clerk was old. His eyes were fogged with cataracts. He never looked up until I mentioned where I lived. You bought that place? He rasped. Yeah. Why? He paused, then chuckled. It wasn't amused, it was resigned. Should have burned it, he muttered. But it don't work like that. What doesn't? That house. Don't die, just moves. Find someone else alone. I laughed. A joke, surely. Finds them. He finally met my eyes. His pupils were pinpricks of terror. That house don't want peace. It wants company. Always has. Always will. Then he said the name that chilled me. The Hollow. It always began at 1:13 a.m., night one. I heard 3 knocks at the door. Measured. Deliberate. I rushed down. Nothing. Night 2. Bare footsteps echoed outside my bedroom door. No one there. Clock read 1:13 a.m. Night 3. Knocking. From within the walls. From the ceiling. From the window. I pressed myself against the bedroom wall, knife in hand. It stopped. Then my phone buzzed. Voicemail, no number. Timestamp, 1:13. I pressed play. A voice in static and decay. You forgot me. Let me in. The dreams changed. I saw through the woman's eyes now. She was beneath something. The well? No. She was beneath me. Faces surrounded her. Sewn mouths. Weeping eyes. They mouthed my name. One night, I awoke to crying. Real crying. Coming from above me. Only, my house didn't have an attic. But the next morning, there was a hatch in the hallway ceiling. Old, rusted, covered in dust. I opened it. The room was real. Inside, a child's rocking horse, rocking on its own. Broken toys, a tall oval mirror, ancient. I stared into it. My reflection moved first. It smiled. I didn't. Then it spoke. You let me in. I found the well behind the house one fog-choked morning, covered in rotting boards. I pulled them off. The stench hit me like a wall, damp earth and something worse. I dropped a stone, no sound. Then came the whisper. John. I leaned in, too far, and I fell. But I never hit the bottom. Darkness that moved, that breathed. Walls pulsed with organic veins. Bones jutted from the dirt. Skulls grinned, locked into stone like trophies. I heard voices. Dig. Remember. The hallway stretched, twisted. I followed it. No choice, no exit. At the end, a nursery. Cribs made of finger bones. Inside, things once human. Some still crying. A girl stood in the center. No mouth. But I heard her voice. He eats the forgotten. I turned, tripped, landed on a rattle made of teeth. The walls screamed. They were part of the walls. Bodies melted into the stone, eyes pleading. One blinked. Get out! Who's coming? I whispered. They all spoke together. The hollow man. The architect of empty. He feeds on memory. I ran. I awoke on my lawn, covered in mud, freezing, fingernails torn black. The sky was wrong. Light, but the clock read 1:13 a.m. Phone buzzed. Voicemail. Duration. 1 minute, 13 seconds. You came back. You always come back. The house never lets go. Behind you. I turned. The mirror stood in the grass. My reflection smiled again. I hunted through archives, death reports, missing person files. Most led nowhere. But one woman, Gertrude Pennick, survived. Her letter arrived in trembling handwriting. You don't escape the hollow. You carry it. I cut out my tongue so it couldn't hear me anymore. Burn it. Salt it. Never sleep there again. I soaked the place in gasoline, lit the match. The house screamed. Smoke didn't rise. It crawled. I thought I had won, until the front door burst open, and she stood there, in the flames. You're still in the well. White walls, sterile lights, machines beeping. They said they found me 6 days later, in a field. No food, no water, no house. But I remember every single second. I moved. New name, new city. But the dreams followed. 1:13 a.m. Always. The knocks now came inside my mind. I smashed every mirror, slept in cars, motels. But one night, I looked into a gas station mirror. And she was there. You can't run. Back to the beginning. Same clerk. You again, he said. You know me? He nodded. You're him now. He pointed to a dusty mirror. I looked. The reflection smiled. I didn't. Now I live off-grid. No mirrors, no clocks. But the knocking still comes. Then a child appeared one night, faceless. It handed me a paper, a crayon drawing of me, in front of the house. In the window, the hollow man. On the anniversary of the first dream, I felt a pull. I followed the road. At the end, the house. Rebuilt, clean, waiting. Inside, the mirror. All the faces, all the names, and behind them, him. Now you build. The next day, the ad appeared. Charming countryside home, great bones, quiet. Motivated seller. Must move in by the 13th. If this tale twisted your soul, then please leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe to the Twisted Nightmare Chronicles. Drop your own horrors below, if you dare, and remember, the house is still out there.